Imagine waking up to headlines blaring, "The US and Russia are at war." It sounds like a plot straight out of a Cold War thriller, right? But in 2025, the risk feels more real than at any point in decades. So what happens if these two superpowers actually go head-to-head? Let's break it down. The most likely flashpoint? Ukraine. Since 2022, the US has poured nearly $67 billion in military support into Ukraine. Think Patriot missiles, HIMARS, tanks, and now even approval for some strikes inside Russian territory. Russia, on the other hand, sees these moves as existential threats. President Putin has warned, repeatedly, that direct NATO involvement, or attacks deep inside Russia, could trigger a global conflict, code for nuclear war. So how close is that nightmare scenario? Both sides are posturing. Russia's moved tactical nuclear weapons into Belarus, right on NATO's doorstep. NATO's ramped up its troop deployments in Eastern Europe, vowing to defend every inch of Allied territory. The stakes are sky high. Russia holds about 4,400 nuclear warheads and is cranking out hypersonic missiles that could hit targets across Europe and even touch parts of the US. But here's the thing, this wouldn't be a one-on-one fight. Russia's got deeper ties with China, plus weapons from Iran and North Korea. The US stands behind allies in NATO and counts on support from Japan, South Korea, and more. If a direct clash erupts, it'd likely spiral into a world war, not just a regional battle. And then there's the wild card, a multi-front crisis. China's eyeing Taiwan, North Korea's showing off new nuclear capabilities. The Middle East is on a knife's edge. Western planners are sweating over the possibility of simultaneous crises. The consequences? Catastrophic. A nuclear exchange would trigger devastation on a scale humanity's never seen. Millions of lives lost, economies shattered, and the fabric of global society torn apart. Even a conventional war would bring mass casualties and ripple effects, energy cutoffs, food shortages, cyber attacks that could take down the global internet. So, could it happen? Public fear is rising. Even in Russia, most people worry this could spiral with NATO. Right now, there's still a diplomatic push, a 30-day ceasefire on the table, but the clock is ticking. Bottom line, if the US and Russia come to blows, the fallout would be global and devastating. Here's hoping cooler heads prevail before we cross that line.